Oh, you can't move that. Right. Good point.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's ghost. It's ghost. Oh, well, we'll fix it during the break. Am I in? I'm not in. Say something. Yo.
Testing.
We'll turn that off first.
Testing.
All right, there we go. It's amazing. How old is your nephew?
Like 35, 36. He made music for Eminem.
He who?
He made music for Eminem.
No shit.
Yeah.
All of them?
Not all of Eminem. He was able to put shows in during 2020. So it is.
You know, happy to be here. Happy the
parental advisory, explicit content. This content, if you have sensitive ears and you don't like foul language, then this is not the show for you.
For your bitch ass.
So people on Facebook and Plenty of Fish and
yeah, I'm gonna now.
no, you're gonna catch the boot.
Is in April.
Okay.
People do this because you went in a trip. You gotta like plan accordingly if you're gonna take a long trip.
Okay.
And he wanted to go. It is smart. Like, don't do a bachelor party the night before you get married. That's the dumbest shit ever.
Okay. Now, what about you? Are you ever gonna get married?
For meet the right woman.
Okay. But right now, you looking for the right woman?
It happens. I'm into it.
Give it a special guest, Shawn Fitzsimmons, comedian, host,
Artist, martial artist.
Mixed martial arts.
Okay,
like
yeah.
UFC.
What is?
This is amazing, Tab.
Thank you. We're gonna have fun. Don't be nervous. Stuff does get a little bit out of hand.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's gonna be weird.
Never.
This could be a weird hour.
This is a wholesome show. We are family people. You know, we're not. This is a good place. This is a good place to be. While the house of Jesus.
Okay.
Or Jesus, get margarita. Whatever.
Right. Whoever you are.
What happened?
And who called it off?
It was mutual. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all just kept putting it off. Y'all kept cheating on each other. What happened?
I was 22 at the time. She was younger than that. And
Oh, yeah.
You know how,
She was 14. Yeah.
Yeah,
She
yeah, exactly. That was exactly it, Tab.
That's okay. Do you still keep in touch with her? Have you still
We're Facebook friends.
Facebook friends?
That's cool.
What's up? Do you hit her up on her birthday? Did she hit you up on your birthday?
It's one of those
Facebook.
For the birthday.
I'm not gonna remember.
if we could see, always a banging lineup.
Always.
You guys have done it a
Always,
couple
yes.
of times. Third time here in 2 weeks.
March. No, I think it's in March 1st. March 1st.
Okay, so yeah.
It's out there.
I want to be part of the Black History Month movement. Yeah. If you just squeeze me in and I don't have to headline. I just give me 5 minutes.
You have to have a black headliner during Black History Month. Black History Month.
Thank you. I was gonna say that. Just give me 5 minutes.
You have to have a black headliner during Black History Month.
Thank you. I was gonna say that, but
Put that in your. You know, if you do that during Black History Month, and you have
banner for headliner for the 5 weeks in May, I think.
Don't forget the week of Juneteenth.
Got Pride Month.
Right.
Every month is it's booking itself.
Are you loving it?
I love absolutely everything.
You still get nervous going on stage?
Every time.
Every time?
No,
Does
that's
it ever
good.
stop time?
It depends. I can say it gets easier. Yeah. I can't remember the last time I was nervous.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. I get nervous every once in a while. If it's a new stage,
New stage.
probably. And then also just kind of
Different cities and different venues across the
Traveling
country are the easiest. The ones where everybody knows you, I think those are the hardest.
true. I agree.
I always like to reframe nervous as excited.
Okay.
And that's more fun to- And I like being excited. For every time
I
get
think
on
the
stage.
nerves are good. Whether you, I
Yeah.
don't like to say nervous either. Like I'm not nervous to go stage. You know, it's just like get the butterfly. But I think that's good because that means I care, which usually means I'm gonna do good. It's usually what happens. Like I just kind of go up and time. All right, let's tell some jokes. Sometimes that just don't work out like that. You forget to be funny. You just have to mail it in a little bit. It's good to give a fuck.
Doing those rooms were the hardest for me.
Mhm.
Because I could see every laugh, I could see every facial expression.
Yeah.
I can see where that joke didn't work in the facial expression of someone, and that fucked with me.
See they eyebrow raise.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what
like-
the fuck did you just?
A smaller room. When I first started, the smaller rooms, I would freeze up and okay, that's my time. Thank you. Because it was my room.
Comedy club, and they would do shows 7 nights a week. So there'd be this occasional Tuesday where there's like 3 people there.
Mm-hmm.
So we got over
Yeah.
that pretty quick. And then you started to get more excited. They pay you to tell jokes.
And hey, if you're getting paid, you get paid. So I mean, but again, they used to suck, but now I think you can just find your ways to have fun with it. And those are the rooms you might just find some new shit. If you if you know how to fuck around a little bit, you might find new material out of it.
You get a little more conversational with some of the small rooms. and
Exactly. Yeah.
Just have fun, relax, less presentation, more, I guess, interaction.
Yeah. You kind of skip the material a little bit and just engage with the audience a little more, or that kind of
getting
becomes a
engaged.
tone with the audience. Yes,
Okay.
that's the whole point. To get engaged. Fuck them.
With the audience,
To fuck that.
it's weird.
No, I mean you got to comedy fucked.
What's your worst set? I mean, not your worst set, but your worst experience. Do you still use that joke or?
Oh, no.
Case like your name's on the flyer.
Gotta be a bad one of those.
Yeah.
We can come back to it.
You got a good one, Byron?
Yeah. I always tell this was my most embarrassing moment. It was
Is that holding in or no?
Donnie was hosting that
Okay.
night.
Okay.
I was nervous.
Speak up, baby.
Yeah, the lady was like, "You got to speak up, baby." I was like, I felt like I was like Easter speech, like 8 years old again. I was like, I got worse. That was bad. Yeah, I love that. Though. Black rooms make you they'll make you a much better comic. Have you done many black rooms?
I guess the closest would be Extreme Comic Club.
Okay, that's technically it's a black room. It's a black
Yeah.
owned room.
Yeah,
I
it's
would only
black
pick up-
chairs, but
yeah.
you should come over
Urban
on
Tabs,
Wednesdays.
Urban
to my
Lounge.
spot, Urban Lounge. The audience is amazing.
Love it.
They love everybody,
Yeah.
but it'll give you that urban feel to let you know your material is working, and don't delete your material. That experience I think comes from
Yeah.
learning how to rewrite it. That could be the same joke.
Yeah, you just got to. Your
needs to
delivery
be-
needs to.
Yeah, so you can deliver a joke to a white audience, but if you use that same joke with either broken,
You don't do that. So you might know how to just kind of ever seen Quentin Tarantino do an interview with black people?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrible. That shit is like hard to watch. So don't do that shit. Like just be you, be a white dude. It's comedy.
I like it.
Okay.
That's great advice, man. I like it.
Yeah.
And I will absolutely come by Laugh Line on Wednesday.
Matter of fact, be white.
Because those are 10-minute sets.
yeah, 10-minute sets. Yes, and some people can't do it. So
Is it
so
10?
now it's a 10-minute set.
How many people?
Only maybe 6 or 7 comedians show up. So
Okay.
really? Yeah.
You got a crowd and
Thank you anniversary. We have Fitzsimmons. I'm just sure. Fitzsimmons and Byron here with me.
Well,
Close.
Can you hear us?
Really bad signal. I got really bad signal. I'm clear on my end, but I can't hear y'all.
are you calling on Instagram or what? What are you calling
On
now?
Instagram.
Hmm.
Can you hear us? Word.
Text me a phone number. Text me a number I can call in.
Okay.
Okay.
It's our anniversary. So for our anniversary, 6 years of doing this, Albertson sent over these cupcakes via Instacart.
So sweet of Albert.
Yeah. They just threw them in the bag. Like
Shout out to our
so
sponsors.
shout out to them.
Instacart.
Albert got you.
So if you're allergic to nuts, you got why are men allergic to nuts? Don't you guys?
I don't
find
think
that?
it's a man thing. I think
It's not.
I think it's a genetic thing.
Oh, okay.
When
I
I hear some
don't know
hippie
much.
shit, I won't eat those because of the gluten.
You really? You don't eat gluten?
Yeah, no.
So how do you know what gluten looks like? It's just lettuce.
They got gluten-free bread now,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
you don't
so,
wanna
what,
mess with that.
so what is the gluten? It's a flour.
Mm-hmm. And they make a cup. There's a couple of forms. No. That I may have a better chance with that, but
Do you have Carlos' number on your phone?
I do.
I'm gonna give it to you. I don't know it by heart, so I have to look it up.
Do you want me to call Carlos or do something that's
Hold
like
on,
that? Or
I'll
do you
give you
want
the
me to-
number. You can call him. You can text it to him. That way, it's not
Oh, cool.
said on.
Cool. That makes more sense.
Actually,
And Tab got carrot
just
cakes.
text him and tell him it's on the flyer. Look on the flyer. Call the number that's on the flyer.
Tab brought carrot cakes because she couldn't afford a diamond, but that's
Well, no,
okay.
carrot cakes is diet. It's healthy.
Carrots,
it's true.
vegetables.
It is.
Yeah, it's a vegetable cake,
It's not just some bullshit,
Right.
chocolate.
and it
I
has
love
carrots
chocolate.
and walnuts and milk. Milk is good.
You pretty much got all 5 food groups up in this bitch.
Exactly.
I've been having like a real chocolate addiction lately. I don't know-
Really?
I don't know what
You
it
spend
is.
the night?
But I don't.
Sorry.
Nah, but like I didn't eat chocolate like growing up. Only like as black kids do. Only ate fruity candy, Skittles, Starburst, gummy worms, and shit like that.
Right there.
Sour Patch Kids. I don't know when the chocolate just switched, but I'm full chocolate now, man.
So
That
you
shit's-
want chocolate like once a week or twice a day?
like twice a day.
Really?
Like this peanut butter cups. You see how many of those fudge cookies I just ate?
Hey, we have Carlos. Hold on, let me introduce you. Carlos Anthony's on the phone.
Man, you can't just get on and start talking. Nigga, calm down.
He never worked here before. Like he was part of the team. You know how it goes. We're doing good.
We're good.
What's up, Carlos?
I did.
Yes.
They're saying amen. You know they can clap there.
There we go. Can we get our own sounds on there? Can we
We
put
can.
on? Yeah, let's get an amen button.
We need an amen button.
Mhm. And we need like a strong black woman saying.
So how you been, Mr. Anthony? You are staying busy. You're like on every stage in Las Vegas. I saw you.
Let me just say, in a good while, running
Right.
in a good while.
That tells you how old he is. And it lets you
Hey,
rip it
Shout out
out.
to
But
the
you
sun.
look good. You look.
hey, just the other people say it.
Right. And else says it. Else says it.
It means more. You know? Because we think of the shit too, my man.
You are. You are. Hey, that's true. You You called in twice. She was like, we doing it today or not? I was like, yeah. You was like, I thought we wasn't doing it. I still love you. You're my favorite. That's what's up. Now can you get me on the Charlie Wilson show? I mean, he told after dark. Yeah, I mean, it's
on show.
I mean,
that's ridiculous.
well, I introduced him. He did Fitzsimmons show, and I saw him, and when he came on stage, I was like, "Great set." He said, "I know exactly what you're tabloid." I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "What?" And he figured at the same time. And now I still haven't done the show, and I'm thinking like, has someone tainted my name or something? Like, why am I doing the show?
Say down there, hang out. Saturday night, yeah, just like
Okay.
and you know how comedy works. It's like they want to meet you.
Okay. So yeah, and the same with the as comedians, we are the first to get depressed.
We are some
and
suicidal
the first to get into
motherfuckers.
our feelings. And it hurt me that Regina King lost her son
Yeah, I saw
to
that.
suicide on his birthday, 6
Her only
days
son.
after her.
Her only son.
Right, her called 7 seconds, I think it's called. 7 seconds, I think it's called.
It's about like a kidnapped child or something.
Her son is killed.
Okay.
And she didn't want to take the role because she didn't want to ever know what it felt like to experience losing a child.
Okay.
And she didn't want to take the role because she didn't want to ever know what it felt like to experience losing a child. And she pushed the role back, and they said, well, then we don't want it unless it's you. And they came back and presented her with a little more money and said, okay, let's do it. She said, okay, let's do it. And in the movie, she loses her son, and she tracks down her son's killer. So in the movie, she loses her son, and then she tracks down her son's killer. So I'm gonna cry, but I'm not because it's a funny show.
Well, no, I
Cry. Yeah. It's really good.
Well, you know, we can. Can we get these jokes?
Yeah, right.
No, we're not. I'm not. No jokes on this one. No, but it is sad. But
No, you had a joke about it? Let me hear it.
do I have jokes about suicide? I don't really have any jokes about. So I have jokes. No.
No.
There's like I've been like just in bad mental place at times. It's like what's the fucking point? Like I've been like at that stage. Like never like I think it was a very selfish thing to do. And I think like if you do have a family, that's that's a little.
I just think if you have a support system,
Yeah,
people that
if you're
love you.
yeah, if you're supporting. No, I think if you're supporting, like if people depend on you, like kids, that's a selfish way out, I would say. But sometimes I think people like maybe that's the way out for you. I used to think it was selfish, but now I feel like I can understand it. Like if you feel like you've seen what you need to see and you are done with whatever the fuck life is throwing at you at this point, if that's it. You know what I mean? It sucks, but that's the reality of it. But I do wish people who are feeling that would.
My God, if you're ever feeling like you need someone to talk to and you don't have that person, I'm here. You can call me at my real phone number is 702-900-8822 or something.
I think as individuals, we have to take that option off the table. That we always will get sad.
Yeah.
But you just mentally like, no, that's not an option. It's such a permanent solution for the temporary problem.
I don't want to hurt people. I think if I did that, it's in my head, so many people will be hurt.
It sucks when it's just young people who do it because it's like, is this a temporary state that you're feeling? This has got you down temporarily, or
sometimes it feels like the sun's not going to shine, but
right.
I promise you it will.
Oh,
There's that really beautiful experience on the horizon. You have to take that solution off the table.
I've talked with people who have been depressed and they like I've been down for maybe a 2-week period or like just an extended period. So from what I hear, that shit is like really, really just like almost a physical pain and a physical weight. And I don't know. Like it's hard to tell somebody to just wake up the next day. It's gonna get better. Make your bed and go for a run. Like it's hard to tell somebody just to do that.
No, that's the easy
You're not
part.
wrong,
The
Bobby. You're not
easiest
wrong.
part is to tell someone that. The hardest part is that person to believe what you're saying, because I mean,
But again, like
suicide has crossed my mind all the time. But it wasn't because of a breakup or a lot. Who's gonna do these are cousins.
I need a do not invite list, everything, all that.
Tickets at the door.
I want the poor side of the family to come. They should be roast.
Dude,
So
it's
I get-
hard on Bob.
God, that would be great.
No, I went to we lost our friend Jeff, and I went to his memorial service, and when I say it was hilarious, it was hilarious. And the first thing that
At the bar, Joe's, or at his other one?
it was at the funeral.
Okay, at the funeral.
So
Okay.
AK was the
Mhm.
and the first thing she said was, damn, Jeff will be mad that this many people showed up to this event and then showed up to his show. When she said that was hilarious to me, because
But that's how it should be.
My best and my worst. Like when I did Dallas, and I have it on video, I've still yet to watch it.
You should.
I shouldn't. I've tried to watch 2 minutes of it. I was like, you didn't tell me.
It's watching film. You gotta watch film.
Oh, that was horrible.
There's nothing you can learn from a drunk show, so it doesn't matter. Just delete it,
No,
or just keep it for your funeral.
Right. Keep it.
Tab is eating carrot cake. Right? I wonder what that noise was.
I'm eating anniversary cake
Okay, yeah, it's
with
okay.
nuts.
It's part of the show. Did you make any resolutions?
New Year's resolutions.
Actually, have you stuck to them?
Well, did you? If you didn't make it, it doesn't matter. If you stuck. Did you stick to not making them?
Resolutions are not a human being. I know where, and I think it's kind of an arbitrary
so
date
the
to start.
resolution has deadline dates, because that's probably why I never met them.
Well, and I think most people are like, "Hey, I need to do more of this or less of this." And like, that's such an indefinite.
Either I need to lose weight, I need to read more, I need this,
like a substantial, accomplishable goal.
I said the only resolution I had for 2022.
I need this.
Like a substantial, accomplishable goal.
I said the only resolution I had for 2022. I was doing content, and we're 24 days in. I've done one video. 4 days in, I've done one video.
Yeah, I would call it a resolution more that includes doing more content. And I
What
guess
format?
like
What format are you working more content on?
Instagram is pretty much all I use.
Have you guys branched out
I
to
want,
TikTok yet?
Well,
I'm on TikTok. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I hear
Like I'm just like
I hear
scratching.
comedians love TikTok when they first get on it, and then 6 months later it's like,
But I'm gonna say this for you,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you this because I'm on TikTok. Take your shirt off one time,
you got it.
and you have 1 million viewers.
I'm
1 million
down. I'm
followers.
down, Miss Tap.
And
I would just
one dick print, I'm telling you that just does it too. Now keep in mind, TikTok was really designed for children, but there are so many.
Tab, this is
I
terrible.
would
No, but it was.
I'm not exposing myself to children.
No,
Tab.
but now they
make yoga and fitness a big part of what you do, but incorporate comedy into it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you can almost like make fitness a big part of what you do, but incorporate comedy into it.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Or all the charts, like just stick it.
Yeah.
All these.
You
You can have everything you want.
everything you need fitness wise.
Okay.
It's a dope little spot. Like if I get an office job where I can afford it, I might join it.
Yeah.
And they got like just
Shawn,
cheap
can the people
girls.
call in tonight and ask you any questions?
Of course, I love
Hey
that.
guys, call in at 725-256-6367. Shawn will be here for the next 25 minutes. And-
I love some questions.
Yeah, so again, I never had a resolution. Perky is I think that's my whole fear. Because I did lose weight before, and I can show you pictures.
Now, do titties lose weight?
Yes, the titties got smaller. And
Eat grits and work out.
oh my God.
Like all you can eat is grits, but you got to work out. It feels but it, you know, shapes.
And so yeah, I lost a little weight and it had zero cleavage. It was like a man chest.
I find it hard to believe it was zero.
Yeah.
It felt like it.
They didn't go from double D's to tank
Yeah,
ups.
your titties have almost popped out twice on camera. I've seen it.
Oh, what TV?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Stupid. Any buttocks. So if a woman wants to firm her buttocks,
Squats.
squats does not always work.
Heavy squats. You know what? True Fusion has a class called Kettle Booty. So it's a class geared towards developing.
No,
Let me guess. A white woman runs that class.
A white woman runs that class.
who had a BBL, right? Did she have a booty uplift? Booty lift?
No, honestly I hate those.
No, nobody.
I am
likes
not a
those.
fan.
Okay.
I am not
See,
a
she
fan.
probably doesn't. So what I realized is she probably doesn't have like
A getting hit from the back. Does that help any with the size and the proportion of the hitting from the back? Like I remember when I was younger, like if you get hit from the back, it's gonna make your booty bigger. That was my favorite position.
I don't know.
And
You
it
tell
took
me.
It took years.
I keep trying to develop a young lady's booty.
I have never
I'll help
been
out.
hit from the back. I would not know. Tab, that's a question for you.
But no, I'm saying, guys. Is that in your head? Like I'm hitting from the back and make her booty bigger. Like that. I've heard guys say that.
I'm hitting it from the back. I obviously am okay with
Yeah.
whatever you got.
I'm just enjoying the experience.
But I like it though. You know, no, I never really thought about it like that. I'm just,
Can you put some ice in here for me?
Of course.
Hey, Byron.
you don't just come to this show. You come to this show and you work. Goddamn, Tab's like a black mama, like everybody.
Baby, yeah, phone them guys while you sitting there.
Guys, call 256-626-6367. Always listen to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Spot, always like and subscribe. Don't be a bitch about it, okay? Don't be a fucking cunt.
That's a nice way of saying it.
That's the only way to say it.
Okay. Don't be a bitch about it. Like, okay.
You just gonna watch it, not like
Or subscribe.
or subscribe.
Well, in the 6 years that I started this podcast, I started when Marshall Warfield was my first guest.
Okay.
And
I'm not
we had 9 subscribers that day. Just that day alone. Now we're growing. So,
Oh, yeah.
just keep. We'll get bigger and better. We're looking at ways of doing it. Byron, some listeners and viewers and callers from across the
Enterprise. Question. Two-part question. First, what disturbs you?
What bothers me about the entertainment industry? Comedy industry?
Specific.
But I mean, there's a
Tab's
lot.
angry at that. Who's your
Not a good Shawn fan.
Tab?
for the week.
There's a lot. Absolutely.
I like
that
Conan.
guy. It's not-
Come who?
Come on, we gotta get him on there.
Yeah, no, he would love
If
to.
he can fit in one of the chairs, maybe.
We have that phone trick.
Put a fucking
Yeah.
Not. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was jumping ahead of the questions.
Second question. What is your greatest weakness as a man and as a comedian?
Ooh, I was having this conversation yesterday, and all 3 of them are ones that, as a man or a comedian,
Both.
it's one of the vices. Women, another one of the vices.
You just naming man problems.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like to drink and fuck.
Yeah,
Don't we all?
and with women, I'll keep it that one. But
As a
maybe
comedian.
maybe any of the vices.
As a comedian, same answer.
Well, more willing to clear of a stance on it and be able to put an opinion with it instead of just like this kind of generic joke that everybody can laugh at.
Mm-hmm.
I had some mentors when I first started. They were like,
Why are they
Democrats.
called mentors? Why not women tours? Just tours.
That's a valid point. Yeah, some of them were great.
Dumb
Comics.
question.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You gotta learn from a woman.
Byron is not using the podcast to help him get laid. So yeah, like take some controversial stances on stage, and that's kind of the next step. Like let people know what you think a little bit, and entertain both sides, but just, like that's where you stand, and be more confident in that.
I like it.
Be honest, just to laugh.
What's my what?
Weaknesses for me.
My weakness is laughter. When you
No, I wrote a speedo for that one.
and I was distracted the whole show.
You wore a speedo on purpose.
I did.
I want attention.
Yeah.
You put the shit on display.
It was what the pool lead.
It was.
Yeah. I wasn't the only one in the speedo.
Right. The only one I remember. That's right. Oh, right.
Randall
Randall
was rocking the speedo too.
Had on a dildo. Yeah.
Well, I can just see Randall.
I mean,
that makes sense.
Because I don't ever want to Biden someone or Bill Cosby someone. I just make sure that it's.
I believe when you did my show, you grabbed a hand.
No, it don't mean. It's like you a ghost now.
It was like I just can't touch it.
I can't touch it. Okay. Oh, they know I don't want that one. Sense of sleep. Is that a that's not a sense? Okay.
It's not, but I would never. I love naps too much.
I do too. I don't know because I like tasting. I like to smell. I'm with you. You got to smell to eat.
Smell and taste are the same.
The music again.
Yeah, like that's different. You never heard before, then I think that's different.
Yeah, you can't miss what you never had. So that, but yeah, I could never go without music. Imagine you can never hear.
I would go. I guess it would be
Gold Digger again.
But the beats on that and the bass on that is.
Oh yeah.
Hey, now we're at the part of the show where Byron tells us what's busting his balls on Byron's Ball Busters.
Byron's ball by saying, "Fuck Cosby." Hugh Hefner.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard all the Hugh Hefner shit's coming, like all the shit he did during his time running play, which who's surprised? Like it was comfortable porn.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, it's just like I don't give a fuck. Honestly, like I don't get why Hugh Hefner.
This is
like
the least surprising one I've ever heard.
The least surprising.
Least surprising.
Why was he even like exalted so much? Like I don't even think I would want to go to the Playboy Mansion. Like, oh, the grotto. The grotto is filled with pre-cum. Like nobody wants to hang in the grotto. Like, where's Mr. Brazzers? Where's his flowers? Like that. I would rather go party with Mr. Brazzers.
Was there a particular that came out about Hugh Hefner? Well, Bill's
still.
Yeah.
Okay. Still,
people are gonna. People are gonna say,
we need to remind
people are gonna be like, well, they didn't get the white dude, they let him die, but still fuck Bill Cosby.
Sure.
He did what he did and he should be. Even though Quaaludes were probably used like Molly back in the day.
It was kind of,
but still cute.
Was there a particular story that came out?
Oh, just Google Hugh Hefner.
Oh, well, okay.
Right now.
But there wasn't anything that was like, oh, no, we did something.
No, there's all the former. He made us participate in these rape fantasies and like.
I have a big problem with the women who hold these stories in. Like I'm not saying they're liars or that the stories. I was sexually assaulted in 1995. And the minute it happened, I called the police. It wasn't something. It was that he needed to be. I'm not even saying arrested. He just needed to have
100%.
Is what you want to say, but I feel like
that's also an example of you being just strong as hell, Tab.
Yeah,
I mean, not everybody's.
But I feel like a lot of times, I think when women, when they bring, whether they accuse or when they bring something up that happened to them, sexual assault or full-on rape, a lot of times they have to prove that they're the victim, and I think that's why a lot of them don't go to the cops. Is because it's like, okay, now
If you're
I'm
watching,
in question. Now I'm in, why did I do that? Why did I wear that? Why did I drink that much? Why did I?
it happened last night. It's your husband, and he's still. Don't hold it in for 20 years. That's 20 years of pain and hurt that you've gone through. I have a story on the air, but she came to me about an incident that happened with a family member, and I remember the incident.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't remember the incident until she talked about it. And now I'm like, I get it. But she's going through therapy. And in therapy, this triggered her situation or her problem.
Yeah.
And this is when she remembered and recollected that the situation had happened.
I've talked to homegirls and I've read stories about women who literally don't even know they've been assaulted until like they remember some shit that happened. It's like, wait, that's like it in my life.
Coming from a woman because
Yes.
The nigga just asked. The nigga just asked to check out before you is.
No, he didn't say. He said, "I'm gonna pull my dick out. If you come back to my room late at night, I'm gonna pull my dick out."
No.
So she had warning.
I thought he did it like
No, he did her before. So she came back again the night. She was a comedian, I'm told.
Yes.
And she came back again the night after the show. And
super
that
late.
night,
It was like 1
o'clock in the morning, and he says, "You keep doing this, I'm gonna have to jack off in front of you." And she laughed it off.
You got it. Yes.
One story. There was multiple women. It wasn't just one.
It was only one.
I believe there was a comedian and a producer.
There was Sarah Silverman.
But each time he announced his actions.
Sarah Silverman
He did not.
If Louis C.K. invites me to his room at 2 a.m., I'm like, Louis must have jacked off. And I just realized that that's an option.
Hey guys, you're listening to us live on Ridiculously Funny Comedy Podcast. We're talking about sexual assault. I don't know how for Grammy this year. So open mic. They have various hosts weekly, right?
See,
yes. And you're doing a 3-minute set.
It's
FTZY.
you put Fitzpatrick and Fitzgerald Fitzpatrick.
I was typing fast.
Jesus Christ.
Same thing. Every Tuesday at the Artifice. Artifice, and I have 2 items. That's fine. On Saturday at 9 p.m., $4 drinks hosted by Shawn. Not you, there's another Shawn Fitzpatrick.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he comes on before me.
Right. It's right next to 18 Men Open Mic, which starts at 7, hosted by Mike Tran. I just
Jordan Perry's hosting.
So Jordan, we'll change and we'll correct your name on there. It's 7. Saturdays, open mic at Founders. I don't have glasses. I just read.
You got it. So I'm here.
Tropicana and
I have glasses.
Pecos. Can I use your glasses? With Liz.
I forgot.
I want to give a shout out to DB's Kitchen, Louisiana style soul food, seafood. He was here during our 2021 episode, and he's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m., 4343 North Rancho Drive at the Secret Kool-Aid. It's probably Crown Royal England to be really alcoholic. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's amazing.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I both have to go there again. Hold on, this is my favorite part of the show.
Tabby.
Shut up. Hold on.
Hey, yo, Tabby. Can we get Webby to do our introductions like he did on the Breakfast Club?
Did he do theirs? All of them?
You should YouTube that. He tried to pronounce all of the guy's name. Could not do it. Oh, amen, y'all.
Hey, dear Tabby, episode is our relationship show. It's the show where the people writing they want us, the listeners and viewers, to help us to help them with. We're gonna let Shawn to help them with. We're gonna let Shawn.
Read anymore. I feel like you only let guest read when it's a white guest.
Dear Tabby, my husband and I fight isn't really that often. He shuts himself in for several days, not even speaking when passing in the hallway. locks the door to his office, bathroom, or the guest room, and won't come out. I try to give him time to cool off, but sometimes it's awkward. He wouldn't talk to me at all for several days while his whole family.
Fuck up. Sorry, misspoke. Yeah, that's childish. Like, I would never be with somebody like that. Sorry. I call it quits. I would, and that's
You would leave the situation?
I go to therapy. I mean, I definitely try counseling first.
Therapy? Again, we're back at therapy. No one goes to therapy.
You gotta go to counseling. I believe in counseling.
Okay.
Absolutely. You know, if you care about your relationship, go to counseling. If he is opposed to counseling and he won't talk to you and he's still on that, that tells you the kind of person you're dealing with.
The power of cooling off for a little bit.
Shawn?
Well, yeah. So like,
days.
is it an appropriate amount of time? You don't want to act or speak out of anger, and maybe that's
Our friends and family.
that's true. That's a very valid point.
You know what I mean? Like,
You gotta
I
go in and
understand
turn it
that.
on.
I can understand you're mad. Maybe it's a big fight. It's some shit. But
I
going several days,
I
like,
think,
come on.
I think she identified this as a fight when it should be
Sure.
a tantrum. Because
Sure.
a grown man is shutting down like that for several days, and you, when you walk past him in the hallway, he's not. I don't want to say anything that's hurtful or hurt.
They say they don't
That would be justified unless this is like a relationship destroying.
need to
And maybe she's
accept a
American.
little bit of
He's a dagger.
Go with a half glass of whiskey, me either. Good looking out, Tabby.
He's got
You guys want to do a prank call? If you have anybody you want to call, we can prank them. You have somebody? Call us at the radio station. I don't have the number on this page.
so they can't call.
Right. I've done this number.
you here? This what time?
Not his phone. I don't think so.
832 number.
We want to call a comedian?
We call a comedian, but
I think they're gonna know.
they're not. I'm gonna use my
Yeah.
acting voice.
I got one. Yeah.
Which comedian?
You want to call Conan?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he doesn't know me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Put the number in his phone here. Dial the number. So he knows.
Oh,
Yeah, he knows.
Okay. Yeah. He'd be
The number.
Jimmy doesn't know my voice.
Is he going with you to Colorado?
No, he doesn't know this.
Oh, okay.
Ricky
Different
Byrne.
different set of white friends.
Uh,
I have 3 special white friends in my life. Jimmy's one.
Billy Ford.
Billy Ford.
Yeah, let's get him.
Wait.
In the best. You son of a bitch.
We're gonna roll up on him.
You son of a bitch, Byron.
For those who don't know, Billy Ford is in a wheelchair, so we gotta roll up on him.
Well, he's 2.5 feet tall.
What's the story?
I'm with the Special Olympics.
You saw.
We submitted footage to the special.
Two different ends of the spectrum: giant Conan and then little Billy.
Someone recommended him, and we want to know if he wants to participate in the wheelchair.
We're all going straight to hell.
Yeah, whatever. That's gonna be fun down there.
There we go. Cool.
So he doesn't know your voice. He knows my voice, Byron.
What are we doing? What's this,
Billy Ford.
Billy Ford
Wheelchair
Special
Olympics. In Las Vegas, April 4th to the 8th.
Real name William. All right, may I speak with Mr. Billy Ford? Hello, Mr. Ford. Hi, my name is Stanley Townsend. I am with the International Committee. On your hands. So we have a video submitted that 2023 Special Olympics in regards to the competition of a new form. First and foremost, sir, we wanted to gauge your interest, but the second thing we'd like to do is we wanted to get the make and model of your chair to really understand the dynamic and the mechanics of what are. I'm sorry. Hello, Mr. Ford. Mr. Ford. we have conducted several research studies, and we feel that this during the Special Olympics, I don't know if you're familiar with robots, this would be a familiar and very consistent event with the timeline. And I didn't even get to the best part yet, Mr. Ford. We are offering, Mr. Ford, please let me finish. We are offering a 3-day. I apologize. Well, this is the number that I called in. You haven't. Is this? Well, may I speak to Mr. Well, I'm sorry to have wasted your time. Do you know where Mr. Ford is? May I speak with him? Can you retrieve him, sir? This opportunity. We're prepared to offer compensation of $5,000. If you make it to the quarterfinals, that would raise to $50,000. Well, during the application process, if approved, it would be. Well, yes, sir. Well, we can send you a $50 gift card. Well, the Special Olympics will be held in Beijing. So yes. The 2023 Special Olympics will be held in Beijing. I assure you, sir, yes. Special people for the Special Olympics. We are very aware, and we could also provide accommodations, based on his needs. As long as we can get margaritas together, mister. I didn't get your name, actually. Would you like to go shot for shot with some mezcal, you bitch?
Oh,
Billy, this is
Billy.
Billy, this is
I knew you were that
Billy,
one.
so you just been pranked by Regina.
Shawn Fitzsimmons did
And
this.
Shawn gave us the number.
What's up, Billy? How you feeling, brother?
Hey, Billy, can I be honest? I thought you would jump at that.
And I didn't know what to do because I thought I was saying something that was
I understand anyway.
right.
Thank you for taking everything in stride, my man.
Billy, love you, brother. You too.
Thanks.
You too.
Thanks.
Adios.
It's
It's B.
Then we got, you know what, we got
That's
half
Mexican.
Arkansas on this particular part.
with our listeners, your favorite, not your favorite, your social media outlets. So your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and or websites. Byron.
Byron Austin Comedy.
Where?
Instagram.
Okay.
That's
it?
That's it.
Okay.
Fitzy BJJ and then Shawn Fitzsimmons on Facebook.
Okay, so Fitzy BBJ, that blowjob?
Fitzy BJJ.
Blowjob joint.
Yeah. Like
Blowjob joint.
So what is it?
that,
What is
that
the
original
BJJ?
Fitzy BJ is
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
he does something
Oh.
entirely different.
Okay.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was your style.
What up tonight? I promise. Future week's guest. So next week on the show, we have the incomparable.
You want to win $100?
What do I got to do?
You get to walk with $100. You can play either Friends, Friend Feud, which is like a family feud. Name that.
It's like Las Vegas street trivia. I've been here for 13 years. Let's test it.
We're gonna play.
We don't have
Okay, not that one.
We gotta play something different instead.
Let's go friend feud solo.
You don't get a choice here.
that.
We just wanted you to feel like you had a
Oh,
choice.
there's no choices here.
No, this is
We're playing Superstar.
Superstar.
if you
So Superstar, there's two people or two movies or two songs or two two artists on the list, and he's gonna name. He's gonna name. You gonna name the artist, or you gonna? Yeah, he's gonna name the artist or the song or whatever. You have to name who the artist is, or name a movie or song that they appeared in.
Okay.
Or two songs.
So I'm gonna name the artist. You name the speed.
And you can call me.
She has only been in one thing in her whole life.
Who's that?
Heidi Klum.
Yeah.
Oh, she just
She's
injured her leg.
Well, no, she's been in the New York fashion show and the Paris fashion show.
But she was on Victoria's Secret.
Yeah, I would have said Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
I didn't have
But
anything else.
she
I
insured
think
her legs.
fashion show encompasses all
Yeah.
that.
She insured her legs for $1 million just recently.
No doubt.
And then one leg is
one worth 600, one worth 400.
no, one is with 1.5 car on. Some tabloid. I keep it in the news.
You think still?
I keep it in the news.
Let's see. Let's get some guys. What has he done? Jennifer Garner. Hey,
Yeah.
Keith Urban.
Gwen Stefani.
You're good at this.
Yeah.
You know who's fucking who. No, he's not. I just wanted to know if you knew who he was fucking.
Yeah.
You want to keep that urban.
Well, he was in movies too, right?
Movie with Sandra Bullock, football player.
Oh, you know?
Oh, was he that in?
It was that.
Oh, that was
He was.
Bill. Fuck, that was now I gotta look up Bonsai.
When I could be throwing this information, like
Sorry. I know it was country.
Ooh, way down. All right, we'll do one more. Barbara Streisand. Let's see how gay you are.
okay, no, I can do this one. I just gotta think. Oh, what was the name of her? Oprah Winfrey had. Was married to Barbara Streisand. She kept in a closet.
A woman?
Mm-hmm. No,
Oh, dude.
the dude.
Oh, yeah. Somebody famous, though, right? What is somebody famous? Or
Well,
semi-famous? Not as famous as her, but like.
Yeah, but then
famous?
like once Barbara Streisand got to where she was, she just kept him locked in a closet.
Huh, interesting. I would do that for Meryl Streep, like,
Barbara Streisand
or Angela Bassett,
um,
like an old pretty
man.
woman. Angela Bassett, she would be it. I think she'd be it. Like if she just let me hit 60. I think Sade is about to turn 60.
Really?
Yeah.
But
And
she looks the same as she looked when she was 20.
She might be the most beautiful 60-year-old to ever exist.
No, not mom. You need to see my mom at 60. So.
No offense to your mama, I like your mama. But my big when I walk in the room, saw your mama.
She's smoking a cigarette. That's why. Like, you don't like cigarettes.
There really should be the most smashable over 70 award
Ooh,
given each year.
now who's that?
Most smashable over 70?
Heather Mirren? Is she 70?
Susan Summers. is
Helen
60.
Mirren or Heather?
Helen
What about
Mirren.
the
Did I
old
say
lady
Heather?
from she was always hot. Latina by now.
But
Probably not as big.
you're very old.
Yeah, no, I would say they're more likely to hit on you if they're a little bit older. They kind of lead the dance.
So where does your what's it called, your compass? Where does it take you? Like your little.
Where's your dick?
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. I didn't want to say that.
Do I like older?
I mean, no, what? So at the end of the day, what attracts you? What?
Confidence is definitely a sexy one, especially if a girl will take the lead and kind of let you know that.
So she's plus
I like it.
size.
Plus size, yeah.
Okay.
I like
You'll
thick
still
girls.
hit. You'll still hit.
I've done some plus size.
He's tackling some big girl.
I want to. Yeah, I don't know if there's a weight cutoff.
Is there?
I'm all about it. It doesn't matter. The proportion is more important than weight.
I'm an ass man. Yeah, like a generous ass.
Generous ass. I like that. That's a good way to put it. A generous ass.
Generous.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So I tell a joke on stage. So
Please.
where the ass men at? And the people clap. Where the titty men at?
Yeah.
And they like, where the belly men at? Because you gotta get past this plate to get to this
Wow.
cap. Yeah. So
So yeah, it would be the latter, not the
so then do you get him?
No, I love gay clubs. Gay people are dope.
No,
They're
it's
the
good time.
funnest.
No,
They really are the funnest.
Thank you. As someone said.
They're not. That's Mexican for your welcome, gay
Oh, okay.
person. Wonderful.
We need to give him $100.
Give him 100. I think he earned it. He knew one thing with Keith Urban.
Just one?
I think Gwen Stefani's worth 2 hands.
I'm gonna autograph it.
You're the best medicine, Shawn Fitzgerald.
Oh.
Laughter.
We're all gonna come to my show,
Mr.
Fritz.
Mr. Fitzpatrick. I swear to God.
Yes.
Oh, I love
No,
you guys.
Fitzsimmons, is that German or
I
Irish.
imagine that's
Irish.
German. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
All
only
right.
spin that in Chinatown. Okay.
Okay.
why did you sign where you signed?
Oh, I signed over the white people's signature. I do that every time I sign that.
Oh.
Just it's kind of a
Yeah.
It was Martin Luther King Day recently. Black History Month coming up.
And we took it upon ourselves to add our Chinese name to it. So those Chinese letters just says Ridiculously Funny Comedy Podcast.
Yeah.
Now,
But it's totally legal
please
tender.
do not use it at the bank
Yeah.
or a slot machine.
Buy drugs with it.
It does have a very like
But
I
don't let the person
a friend. Yeah.
Yeah. Just at a
Not,
random
not my
situation.
favorite drug dealer.
Yeah.
Right.
Or give it to a homeless guy. You will make his day.
I will.
until he
Okay.
finds you at the right
All right. Yeah, when I get out the Boulder Highway, I got.
Oh, they know about it.
Okay, convincing enough to.
You are in possession.
We made them.
Yeah, I don't know where those came from.
Well, I'm the co-host. I don't know shit.
You just the co. Just the
I'm
co.
just the co-host.
Just the co. It was one of our sponsors who donated them. So
Sure.
no one, but I can honestly say no one has been arrested
Yeah.
for taking the winnings.
I think the homeless person is the right move. Pure excitement, like
Yeah,
they
you
don't-
know what?
yeah.
Film it.
Today's your day.
Yeah.
No, don't film it. Then you're busted.
Just don't tell him where you got the money.
Right. Yeah. Don't.
By the time he's disappointed by it, I'm so far down the road. But there's a moment of joy that's completely real for the both of us.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna lean into that.
You're gonna see the smile
I'm
on
never-
his face.
yeah,
It's like
that's
for
what
2
matters.
seconds before you realize how shitty of a person you are.
Wait
Like,
till the
Oh, I'm never gonna
I
realize
feel
that.
that
Well, you gotta wait till the night is really about to change.
Yeah,
Because
like-
you have to sit there another 3 minutes.
it's gonna get out.
Yeah, it's gonna be like.
Have a blessed.
You might start
day.
pissing off. You don't know. We have to wrap up there. Do you got a few more minutes to hang around?
Yeah, let me know.
Talk
Yeah,
a little more shit.
yeah.
We do a wrap up show. We 10 minutes or so
Yeah.
here.
No, I'm having a good time.
I want to know about a time in the ring where like you might hit, or you were just looking at something that's like,
Well, so like he throws a straight punch, yeah, right to the jawline. He's actually really famous fighter now.
no,
But at the
name.
time, I was like,
What's his name?
Tan Lee.
Okay.
He made it to the UFC, had a couple of
Yeah.
fights.
So he was meant to whoop your ass.
Well, at the time, like I saw him grapple. His grappling was really bad. At the time, no offense, Tan Lee's out there listening, but
He's probably listening. He's
I just
listening.
remember
He's
thinking, like,
laughing.
I'm gonna win this. I'm gonna win this goddamn fight.
Yeah.
I went out there with all the confidence in the world, and we're dancing around a little bit, and then he just throws this really short punch, and it's just right on the money, and I was dropped. I kind of snapped back to it, and I'm kind of sweeping him at the moment where I'm back into it, but the ref had already been like leaving it off. Like, what the hell? I watched it back later. And I was like, oh yeah, I went down.
Motherfucker was on the canvas for 5 seconds and then got him like, yo, it's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, there's been a few like that where I was like, ooh, I got this one.
That was the first Asian you lost to, or?
That would be the only Asian. Yeah, I don't think I fought another Asian. So I got beat up by some black people.
Have you got beat up by every race pretty much?
Yeah.
Have you beat up every race?
Honestly, I had never beat a black person.
Really?
Yeah, it's yet to happen. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I ain't
So
gonna
yeah,
piss him
no,
off.
I think that
I feel like I'm pissing off too much here. Like, you know what?
today's
I
the
can
day.
wonder.
Byron. No, but I got some Brazilian win.
So no, when I meet a wrestler, and I found out that he's a wrestler.
He's a fighter, not a wrestler.
Well,
right.
I'm using this because I've never really met a fighter, so I met a wrestler,
Like
and a boxer.
amateur wrestling, like WWE type.
So when I meet a wrestler or a boxer, I've dated a boxer.
It's better to date a rapper.
I like to spar with them and see what their skills are like.
Naked. I can see the wrestling naked. I can see the wrestling naked and
boxing bra, t-shirt panties.
Smart boxer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I throw some nice jabs.
I would imagine.
There you go.
And I have some lower moves that
you got hips too, so you strap up.
Yeah.
Because all power comes from hips, right?
100%. Yeah, you can punch with the arms. Punch with the
Say, I can
hips.
fight you. You want to go? I'm fucking with you.
Yeah,
I would shoot you. I fucking shoot you.
Look at his first black win tonight. Well, I wasn't gonna offer you to spar with.
Would I get more
respect you less?
Then you need to get into it with a black homeless. You give him the this like you like what?
Byron, did I tell you this?
I'm Shawn Fitzsimmons, Patrick. Like,
Byron, did I tell you this story,
Yeah.
man?
What?
I got attacked by a homeless person outside of the Palms.
What?
This was maybe 6 weeks ago. Yeah,
and you
Did you like go into defense mode and like?
No, so it was wild. He was homeless. He was running towards me, saying, "Kill me." He seemed to be having like a psychiatric thing, and I was like, "Dude, I don't want to hurt you."
Well, I did.
Well, I was like, "I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you." But then he starts.
To be a creep on the comedy scene because
Sure.
men are bad, but
I've heard
comedians are worse.
Sure. Yes.
Cal probably knows.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll set a date for the next seminar, and I'll let you know, and then maybe you can announce it to all your listeners.
Okay.
All about it. I think come in, train a little bit, maybe train a lot. It's a good workout. It's good meditation. But you're always going to feel better after doing that positive thing. And maybe it's just when you look like less of a target, you know, people tend to mess with you less. Like you're just more.
Man. Like, honestly, literally, like not being able to walk down the fucking street and not look over my shoulder. Or like I can go for a run at night.
Byron,
everybody should be able to.
We all got to be aware of our situations. There's a lot of parts of Vegas.
No, I know. Like I'm aware of everywhere I go, but like I can still.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
I can do that. I can go down the street. I can go for a run.
What's up?
You know what I mean?
No, I feel you.
Hello?
Yeah. Like.
Bitch, I'm on the air. It's Monday.
It's Monday, Jack.
I've been too busy. She don't listen.
So she's called me 4 times. If I don't answer the first time, then bitch, I'm either sucking dick, getting fucked.
Did I say it? I told you.
He said all three.
You ain't play sucking dick.
Patrick.
Yeah, we
Hey,
didn't
Shawn
get She said,
what's the topic? Come on, let's say
So we would just somebody said, are you trans? Transportation? Like I'll give you a ride. Like, what? No, Shawn is
He's a fighter. He's a mixed martial artist.
Mixed. He's biracial.
He's a half black, half white fighter. He's a mixed martial fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hold on, but he does a yoga class, and I know that you do yoga too. It's my cousin. Oliver has a couple of studios in Dallas.
Oh, no kidding.
And he does yoga.
There's a True Fusion out in Dallas too.
Oh, you do True Fusion? Oh, you do?
There's one studio.
Do you do True Fusion?
Actually, I just take spin and True Fusion. I take that yin class.
Oh, okay. I teach yin as well. That's awesome though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But finish.
Small
Now, what's
world.
happening? What's going on with the self-defense?
We were just talking about women need to defend themselves and be able to. Comedian women,
Especially
should be able to take on a what's the word? A heckler, a
I
disrespectful.
don't mean jump in the audience and fuck a heckler up.
What do you mean?
I mean, like if you are, so a lot of women comedians go on the road and they got to stay with another male comedian that they might not even really just know, but they got to save money.
But I'm only staying with comedians I know.
I mean, that's a smart thing to do, but some people are like, well, I'm trying to get this tour and I'm going out and I want to, take a risk. And it turns out being a risk.
I've not been in that situation because every comedian that I've traveled with, the comedians that I've traveled with, I knew them.
Yeah.
And there was only two comedians, Darius Stone and Antonio Lawler, in the showroom together.
Right.
So comedy brothers. And I did wake up with Darius spooning one time, but he was
gentle.
Yeah.
You don't know
Had
what
that
might
not been Darius and
You
someone
know,
else,
right.
it could have been violent. Yeah. So now I do have to ask you two, why the fuck y'all calling me so much? What's going on?
Who died?
Because we want to talk to you. And I know we had to have a reason to call our cousin and our sister. But guess what? Since you're so motherfucking busy.
Okay, hold on, wait. Calm down. Pump the brakes, Ladybug. Don't do that. Not on the air. We're live.
Don't let her charge you up like they do.
Now, wait a minute.
The love that's happening right now.
I love Oliver.
This is great. This is wonderful. Where's your mama? Where's
My mom is actually in Mississippi right now. She's actually busy. She's leaving tomorrow. Right. She went to listen. So she went to Mississippi for 2 weeks. Miserable for how many days? So 11 days. Like why would you go that long?
Get a flight out.
Yes. She was like, then she whispered, I'm so ready to go.
Y'all mama cool. Like y'all mom is like my favorite person. Twin tab at 383B. I don't know you. Sorry, bro. It's not you, it's me.
Right. Did Shaniqua hang up? Because she normally hang up.
You say what, bitch?
Well, Shaniqua, we're gonna go. This is our 6-year anniversary show. We're doing our 6 years today.
Yeah.
Actually, it was actually yesterday, the 23rd. Thank you. You know what? We would love to have you next week do a call-in segment on Instagram where the people can see you. We were live.
Okay, I like that part.
Right, and I know you like to be seen.
Yeah.
Most thin people do.
This is true. Oliver, you a skinny nigga?
Yes. Well, you know what? I saw Oliver during the Christmas holidays and like muscular. I was like, oh, that's really cute.
Don't let people try to convince you to not be a skinny nigga, bro. Embrace that shit and love it. It's a way of life, bro.
Now he has muscle and cuts and stuff.
Man, fuck all that muscle, man.
Go back to looking like you have AIDS. That's what I love.
No. Definition is cool. Definition is always important. You gotta have definition. You don't want to be a fucking puny nigga. That's not cool.
I cannot. I'm sick of you.
What part you cannot? I've always loved the men who look like they had AIDS. I love men skinny dudes who look like they're not healthy. Like, because I'm not healthy. So I mean, both of us, we have to
balance. It's a balance of health.
Right.
There you go.
Right, Shaniqua? Did we lose you?
Shaniqua is on 500 different medications right now.
Oh shit! Which ones?
What she got a yeast infection?
A toothache.
Oh,
she got some good shit.
Right. She I know a dude ain't coming out there tooth out real quick. He got right in the street from you too.
His name is Shawn Fitzsimmons. Gerald.
Shawn used to live in Dallas.
I did. It's true.
Oh.
He used to live in Dallas. He lived over by in Las Colinas.
The old Cowboy Stadium.
Old Cowboy Stadium.
Dr. Pepper.
The Dr. Pepper plant. Over by the Kroger plant.
Is Shawn a homosexual?
No, he's straight. But he listen to me. He's not afraid of you homosexuals.
Not afraid of you gay niggas.
Huh?
That's where all homosexuals used to live. That's why
I was in the gay part of it.
You were in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Listen. So we just asked him to do the homosexual hit on him. He was like, yeah. And I was, that's where the money is. You need to go hitting back. Yeah.
That's like 25% of everyone who comes to my show. Yeah.
The gays.
And my yoga classes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gay boys love yoga too.
They do.
I don't know if I have to say this, but Oliver is part of the alphabet community.
I ain't with that gay shit.
Then I won't say it. That was funny.
I have a question with the LGBT. Like, couldn't Q just cover everything?
What is Q?
Yeah.
Queer.
No, I thought Q was questionable.
I thought
Q is
I
queer.
think
Q is queer.
is that still an okay term? Are we still saying this?
You can still say queer.
We can. That's cool.
You can't just.
Are you
just
sure?
can't call
You
somebody
can't
queer.
say queer motherfucker.
Yeah.
That motherfucker queer. Like,
It's like
I think queer went out with retard.
no. You can't use it.
Oh, okay.
Difference. This person is a queer. This nigga queer.
Yeah.
See the difference?
Yeah. I think I need
now,
Oliver, is this true? Does it still play?
I don't know. One of my favorite jokes has though.
Right. Let me ask you a question, Oliver. Is faggot offensive to you?
LGBTQF.
So what I'm saying, so it's offensive to you.
It's offensive. I don't think nobody should use it. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
They ain't ever recently used it.
So, but to me, faggot, gay, homosexual, to me,
Now, Oliver,
they're all the same.
Now, Oliver, do you say nigga?
I don't.
Okay, I respect that, my nigga.
Byron, I don't say it either.
Right. Shawn say he don't say nigga either.
That's a good start. That's a good
I
start.
swear I do not.
So one last question. Oh my God. So Shawn is this white guy with this beautiful tan, this scruffy beard, and this amazing body. Now I had the pleasure of sharing the stage with him at a pool. At a pool, it was a competition. It was a show. It was a competition.
Yeah, over at the Artisan.
Yeah, and he's a comedian, and he showed up in some Speedos.
We're just one Speedo.
Yeah.
Oh, so is it Speedo?
I think
Wearing a Speedo.
Yeah, rocking a Speedo.
I think it's Speedo. Yeah.
Okay, wearing a Speedo.
It's not like Cheetos, like.
Which is just some panty drawers.
What was that meat look like in Speedo?
No, the meat was there. I mean, it was visible. I mean, it threw off my whole set.
I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah.
Take it as
Yeah,
a compliment.
but the abs and the shoulders and the legs and the thighs.
She saw the traps.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
saw
It
the traps.
was out there. It
What
was
color
out.
is his eyes?
Like a brown.
Oh, he married?
She's not
He's
impressed.
not married. He's not married. And we talked about marriage at the beginning of the show. You have to catch him live on. He has 0 kids, right?
0 kids.
0 kids.
How old is he?
38.
8.
Very nice.
So he my age.
Yeah.
Sorry to laugh. Don't do shit but hang up.
So yeah, he's my age. 38. He's a Capricorn. No, Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
December 11th.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Boom.
She's good.
Yeah.
So does that follow either one of y'all list?
No.
No. He's as good, not the guy. But what about the bitch that's on the phone? Like, that's too young for you?
38?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. You just turned 40 yourself. Like,
How's that too young?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I think 38's old enough to not be too
I'm
young
about
for
to be
anybody.
41 though, bitch.
Oh, she about to, that means you. So since you about to turn 41, your ass 40.
Exactly.
Shaniqua. All right, come on, stop.
Okay, so my question to you, Shaniqua. 38 is too young for you?
No, bitch, I'm gonna talk to a 19-year-old.
No,
Shaniqua.
Right.
It's supposed to be half your age plus 7, not minus 7.
That's the rule?
Well, that's what they say, like the youngest you should go down and date is half your age plus 7.
Okay.
So I should talk to no one younger than 32.
That should be your cutoff, 32.
So 32. Okay.
He was not 19, he was 28 at the time. And I was 37.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's
My last boyfriend, and now that I know, he was 24. We dated 2 weeks. here recently.
Well, Tab, you're damn near a predator on young men.
Don't say that because I don't want people to walk away.
You just wait till they legal, then you prey on them.
No, I be running from them. I be running from the young ones, but they always manage to send a dick pic, and that dick be looking right.
Yeah. Tab be doing that fake run like when people crossing the street. All right, I'm gonna stop, don't catch me.
But there's something to that. Anything younger than 25, it didn't feel like you were dealing with.
Yeah, I don't. It was 24. He will be 25 on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So I try to stay away from those who are older, or they're younger than my nieces and nephews.
I feel that. Well, my oldest nephew's 15, so I have no choice.
So my oldest nephew is 34, 33, 34. How old is Ashton?
I mean, you can go younger.
33.
Yeah, that's
so yeah.
grown.
And my youngest niece is
I just can't go
9.
I can't go young 20s. Like I've like the 22-year-old. Like I've talked and dated like a 20. She was a baddie, but I can't talk to you.
I had a dude hit me up the other night I'm on a dating site, and the guy is woman, and he says Facebook dating. He says, "Oh, you a bad bitch." I felt so degraded. And I felt, and he was 37. I said, first of all, you don't address women as bad bitches.
You know what you're bad bitches?
Was that the initial message?
That was the initial message.
Ooh, no.
You are a bad bitch. I'm like, no. First of all,
see, he should have said, "Bitch, you bad." See,
that would be
there's ways around
that.
that.
Yeah, but he said, "You a bad bitch. I need you on my arm." I'm like, no. First of all, we're gonna amputate your arm. I felt offended. I really did. I just thought that's not how you address a lady.
I think the compliment has to be non-generic. Like you have to pick something that you saw from their profile. You can
That's
compliment.
what I usually go for.
Yeah, if they're wearing something nice in the picture. I don't know. You like show that you.
I don't like when they say you are. It's a beautiful pic of you. Then you're not saying I'm beautiful. You're saying that picture is beautiful.
Yeah, that's not good.
You're photogenic, but you don't black.
Yeah, don't say that. I feel like dating. You like you said, you should say something to try to capture that attention.
That might be why you single. Shit like that.
I don't want to go through all of that. I just give me something.
A little question about something that's in her profile. I think that's a good way to get
Show
started.
that you give a shit.
Yeah, but yeah.
Or pretend to give a shit.
A generic bad bitch compliment, probably not the best way to get it started.
I know, right? I'm like 2 for 10.
We could do a whole podcast about this.
Bad bitches.
Or appropriate shit to say on a dating website.
That's true.
We've all tried it.
Are you on any dating websites?
I got the Tinder and a Bumble.
Got to respond to you. Women have to respond on Bumble first. But they usually just say, "Hey."
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, they'll go way more generic than a guy.
But if you're on Tinder, the women say, don't say hey. Like,
thank
say
you guys
something.
for calling in.
Bye, Shaniqua.
Love you, Oliver. Love you, Shaniqua. Did you hear what he said, Shaniqua? Oh, she hung up.
Shit.
Fuck that bitch. So on Tinder, what now? Because I don't have Tinder.
So on Tinder, you'll see a woman's profile. They say something more interesting than hey.
Yeah.
Like that's what they'll say, because usually the man will respond first, hit the first message on Tinder. The woman in her profile say something more interesting than hey. But on Bumble, the woman has to send the message first. And usually their first message is hey. That's it.
You know what you get more of a message from? The big girls. Big girls. So they'll have a very specific question.
They have a personality.
Yeah,
they have to develop a personality.
They read through your profile and then they give you a very specific compliment.
See, I like late bloomers, man. Late bloomers.
Okay. Oh, they got hot in like the late 20s. Yeah.
Yeah, they got hot like 24, and they really don't know it, so they not like really out there like that, but they got a personality. They're probably funny.
Yep.
Those are the ones.
Yeah.
They should have. I'm gonna start a site called Late Bloomer.
Yeah.
But you gotta upload a high school picture.
What's your?
You gotta upload a high school picture to prove you were like an ugly duckling before you can get onto it.
Your Instagram woman?
$1 billion idea.
Fitzy BJJ FITZY BFITZY.
They call me FITZY.
Got it.
Yeah. 2 J's.
I
Just Fitzy BJ does something entirely different.
Probably.
Okay, so
now Tab, you haven't done any dating sites?
I've only done tag. Of course, I've done.
It's
I'm
You've
still
done
live
plenty
on
of fish. You tell
and
me
plenty
how.
of fish, and now I'm on Facebook
Dating.
dating.
That's
So-
kind of the new Craigslist of dating, right?
It
Oh,
is.
I don't think it's gonna touch
It's not the
Craigslist.
same? Okay.
I don't-
Craigslist is a whole different level of dating.
I'm gonna agree with you, but
Those personal encounters.
Okay.
What I've run into on the dating list for Facebook is I wake up to 200 likes
Oh shit.
First off,
every
nigga,
morning.
first
I wake
off,
up.
you
Hold on,
are bragging like a motherfucker.
I'm not bragging. but-
Continue.
But I will wake up to 200 likes, and I will go through those likes, and I'll probably pick 10 that
Yeah,
piques my
that
interest
sounds like
with
ones.
just the pictures, the bio information, and the location, because that's important to me.
That's true.
But
And
how
so,
is that different from real life? Because women just have, you get catcalled, you get dudes,
listen,
hey,
let me
beautiful,
finish,
smile,
let me finish,
beautiful.
Let me finish.
Go on.
So I through the 200 messages per morning, I squish it down to 10, and I'm saying 10 out of 5. That piques my interest, and in 24 hours, if I don't hear from them, I delete them.
It's not bad.
All right,
Here's a question. How many times you going back and forth with them before you talk about meeting up?
Sometimes I'm quick. If the conversation is good in the beginning, like they'll say, "Oh my God, you're beautiful. How can I take you to dinner? When's the best time?"
Are you waiting for a dinner request, or is it a slap in a girl's face to ask them out for a drink?
No,
I want to sit for a drink, so we can all leave.
But
if this is going
I'm
on.
quick to invite them to a comedy show.
There you
Okay.
go.
So
I don't want you at a show
Nah,
until
I don't
I.
want you on the show.
I do.
Yeah.
But let me say this:
You might be crazy. I don't know you yet. Don't come to my show.
I invited a girl to a show, kicked her out. She talked during the show. Have good comedy etiquette, or I want you to leave. Swear to God.
Wait,
Swear to God,
They
this is
never
true
show
story.
up though, so I don't.
She showed up.
Here's the question though.
She showed up. She came with a friend.
Would you fuck her?
Did
I
you
was
still
on
fuck her?
stage and she was talking,
Oh.
and then I was like, "Hey, Chatty Captains." Like, yeah, you should probably shut the fuck up. Yeah, she left right then.
Well, she wasn't the one.
She was not the one. Yeah, she was not. I was fairly certain
And
she
first
wasn't
off,
the one before I
when she
invited her. A lot.
What? So don't invite them to the comedy show? 'Cause that's
Well,
not the issue.
it just is like I don't want you up. Ew, that's too personal.
Unless
I want
I
you to meet
meet-
my friends.
I need
or-
to meet you in person and get your vibe before I'm gonna invite you to.
I
a show.
invited one to a comedy show this week, this last comedy show. He just so happened to be a DJ.
Mm.
Met him online, and he just moved to Vegas. And I said, "Well, stop by the show. We can hang out."
From where?
From Detroit.
I'm fucking with y'all.
Hold on. So he was like, "Yeah, come by." He says, "You think I'd be able to DJ, and how much is it paying?" I said, "Well, it's not paying anything because they don't know who you are, and this will be like an audition. You bring equipment, come in, do your thing, and he was like, but do I get to be with you?" I was like, "You can hang out with me, yeah." I said, "I'm telling you now, I'm sociable,
Yeah.
so I would not be sitting in one spot because I'm all over the place." He said, "Oh, that's fine, that's fine. I just want to be up under you." Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you just hear what I said?
Listen, he comes, he shows up. We put him on the stage for the DJ, so he's DJing the whole night,
Doing
but
okay.
never saying anything to me. But I would always go to him like, "Are you okay? You're good?
Yeah.
You having fun?" "Oh yeah, this is fun. This is fun." So I'm thinking that maybe my comedy turned him off
Mhm.
because I don't get the text messages or the communication that I got before. But he did make the connections with the comedy with the venue. So now
He could have been using you for that, you know.
he could have, but again, I still don't get the communication. So
Isn't that funny how comedy works? Like it's a bit of an aphrodisiac for me and Byron to do it, but sometimes it's the opposite. When
Yeah,
you see like a
women.
girl on stage, and
Yeah.
you know what? It's just part
I
of the
think
way it
that's
works, right?
I think that's just a man's insecurity at that point. Because
You know, you're absolutely.
obviously you're dealing with a woman who's confident and probably funnier than you. Now your ego is taking a little bit of a hit.
well,
And
even the
if you're
next
like
morning
out, if you're a social butterfly, you got people just loving on you. And
was good morning. Hope last night was great for you. I'm impressed with your skills. You kept the room going and you kept the comedians at ease with your music. I look forward to working with you again. Don't be a stranger. Now,
That's kind of formal.
I didn't know how. I text back. I was like, "Is this you?" and send a screenshot of, oh yeah, that's me. So they're Facebook friends. So then I say, okay. So then I say, well, I sent you a message earlier. I hope you're okay. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I got real busy. This was like 8 hours later. I got real busy, didn't know I had any messages. I was like, okay. But we're talking a text message, not messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Then I said, okay, well then enjoy your day. No reply. Okay, I don't know, and maybe not. It could not be a good idea to invite someone to.
Yeah, we get to know them in a different context.
I gotta meet you first. I gotta get your vibe. Yeah.
You're right. It's an insecure. Some of
If
a
I'm
strong
not
female on
performing,
stage, like where if they do something weird, they're gonna end up in one of your, you know.
And then the thing I feel like for like what you say, like with the owners of the venue, I'm looking around and see, like looking, I guess, like what's going on here. I'm not focused on you when if it's my show, but you are the last thing on my mind.
But they actually technically on my mind. But I still made it a point to
not your responsibility. It may just not be the best way to meet somebody. Make that like the 5th date. You know?
I'd say.
But with my schedule, I don't know the most opportune time or the most appropriate place to go. This one guy
drinks
just
is
tonight.
always
No, one guy
like
said,
no pressure.
Hey, let's go walking. Like, bitch, what?
It sounds like
that's a sketchy request.
It's too cold. That was my excuse. It's too
Number
cold.
one.
Yeah.
And number 2, he was like, I'm vegan. Do you have a problem with that? I don't have a problem with that, but let me choose the restaurant because I've eaten vegan and I've eaten in vegan places that I would eat again.
Yeah, or maybe
There's
I don't like vegan. Maybe we go somewhere with vegan options.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, walking, first off, that only works afternoon in the spring or summer. It better be an afternoon date.
And he's a white guy, so you have to what?
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I've gone on some great walk dates. Like one of my favorite dates I used to do in Austin, like they got the street, South Congress.
Yes.
It's beautiful street, restaurants, open music, like just vendors and shit. So what I would do is I'd go on a date, I would buy like 6 or 7 or 8 mini bottles. Ask what she likes, whatever you want to drink, get a few mini bottles for us each. Go to Sonic, get a slush.
And put that in
Put
there.
them in there and just take a walk down that long ass street and like just pop into shops, talk, get a bite to eat, stop in somewhere, like get some pizza, keep walking and talking like that. One of the best.
Yeah, that's a good first date.
That's
a good first date.
That's a good first date, but that's an afternoon, beautiful day, not January. Is this nigga trying to walk at night?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he said his first thing was we can go walking and talk and get to know each other. Well,
I mean, that's cool.
Walking is cool if we're treadmills in a building. I mean, just I'm not walking down a boulevard or down the strip.
No,
to get to know about. No.
You know, like just going for a stroll.
I love the strip. When I first moved here, I don't love the strip.
Not the strip, but like
where can we go? Like other than Fremont,
the Arts District is better than.
Yeah,
on Main Street.
Main, you know.
Okay.
I mean, you can go for a hike. I don't do that hike shit.
Well, I've known too many black girls go on a hike with a black guy. They come up missing.
Yeah, that was where I was.
Like hiking is not good for date. Like that's a girlfriend, boyfriend.
Yeah, that's not a first one.
So did you guys see the story of the black girl who went out with the 38? She's a 26-year-old black girl, college student. She went out on a date with a 38-year-old white man.
Mm-hmm. 38, huh, Shawn?
Right. And he ended up waking investigation to have child or anything because he was white, upscale, and she was black, college student. And the parents are wanting the police to launch an investigation, but since the room was tampered with, a full investigation would not be appropriate because
so now all the evidence would just be thrown out.
Wow.
I wonder who he knows.
And all he's saying is he woke up and she was dead, but the autopsy says
blood, like dead, bloody dead, or like just like heart attack, like no physical like bruising, blood. Are we talking about cuts?
Do they have sex?
None of that was examined during the autopsy because She was black, he was white, and it's in a rural town where
sundown town.
There's a lot of questions here.
there's a lot of questions.
Yeah. I would be curious for the details. Do you watch a lot of that true crime stuff?
I do.
I love
But
it,
let me
yeah.
say this. So now I've gone on dates, and I've gone on dates with white guys and black guys, and
No
in
Hispanics.
the back of my head, I'm thinking each one of them are a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we go into it with the assumption that they probably are, and they need to start proving us wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way for a
Yeah.
woman to go about her
This
day.
last day, we
Mm.
and he was too intoxicated to drive.
Somebody look for like a first date. Like
Nah,
you got to keep it together.
Right.
Can't get
Well,
sloppy.
it was
Yeah.
my suggestion he didn't drive.
Sure.
Because I knew he had more than he told me where he lived. The minute we get in the car and we pull out of the, what's it called? Gold Coast.
When you get fresh.
Yeah.
You got fresh.
So
in
the
the
minute I get in the turning lane and I turn, boop, boop, the lights come on from the police. I get pulled over and he's sitting there. I said, just because he's, I'm calm. They don't have any reason to question me. So I know the procedure with my windows being tinted. I know to let all the windows down because that's what they prefer.
Sure.
Just make sure everybody's safe in the car. And the officer came and was like, what color is this car? Like,
yeah.
and that was his first question. I was like, you stopped me for the color of the car? He says, no, your tags are expired. I knew my tags were expired because I have an appointment set for February.
Mm.
And because the DMV is
Yeah,
just so
it's
backed up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I know. He's like, do you have your appointment? I was like, yeah. So I go to my phone, pull it up.
Yeah.
And he says, keep your hand on the steering wheel. I can't pull it up and keep my hand on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. And so he said, stop talking to him like that. No, I'm serious. You can't tell me to pull up the information and keep my hands on the steering wheel. That's dumb.
Mm.
He says, let me get your VIN number, but keep your hand on the steering wheel. So he gets my VIN number. And they should have access, but Metro doesn't have access to the DMV to pull up information for appointments. So he didn't pull up the information. He was not able to pull it up, but he was like, okay, got your insurance. I show my insurance to Shawn, everything he needs. He said, okay, you're free to go. Have a good night. So we leave there. He was like, I thought I was going to jail. I was like, what would you go to jail for? He said, I just have a bad rapport with Metro Police. Signal number one.
Mm.
But again, it was my idea to allow him to ride.
I can understand where he's coming from.
Right.
I've never done shit wrong outside of a DWI. It's the only thing I got on my record. I don't drive with drugs or guns. I mean, outside of weed, but I don't do shit wrong. But
he didn't have anything on him that I know of.
I am scared for I'm literally scared every time a police pulls me over. And I don't know what the fuck's about to happen.
Right.
So as a black man, I get where he's coming.
Pulling in a parking space, so I'll pull up to let him out.
Yeah.
He says, "No, I want you to see my apartment. I've made some decorations. I'm really proud of. I mean, I'm proud of my apartment. I mean, I've been single for 11 months, and I just want you to see it. I mean, you look like you're a woman of good character and good taste, and I think that you should just come in and see. Park, please come in. It's a nice bachelor pad. You could tell a man lives there. No woman lives there. And got some candy, some liquor.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Some candy.
Candy.
Does he own a white van too?
Hold on, a huge candy bowl there. So he was like, "You want candy? You want a cocktail?" And he offered me whiskey. I was like, "No, I'm good." Because again, I know my tags expired, so I know I'm not going to overdrink in case I'm pulled over again, leaving his home. He was like, "Oh, just stay with me 5 minutes." I was like, "Okay, 5 minutes." He says, can I just put on something comfortable? Because of course he was dressed for bowling. So he goes in the room, comes out with a tank top on and basketball shorts. You can clearly see the erection.
Man lingerie.
You can clearly see it.
So that's man's lingerie.
Is it? All right, that's the move.
Basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Probably no drawers on, so you can see the dick print.
I did. And
You've never done this, Shawn?
So he was really trying. I'm talking. He's really trying, and he said, "Hey, let me show you my room." So he gets me to his bedroom, and it's these LED lights, different colors, and it's scrolling around the ceiling, around the headboard. And I was like, okay. I don't know how you sleep in this because now I'm busy.
Yeah.
He was like, no, just feel how comfortable my bed is. Not comfortable. I gotta go home. I really gotta go home. Then he jumps on top of me. I'm like, bro, listen, this is not what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I just want to hold you. You don't have to leave from here in the morning. No, that's not how it works for me.
Yeah.
If I'm spending the night at your house,
So
I
much
have to be
pressure.
prepared
Yeah.
for it. I gotta have a place to put my lashes. I gotta take my wig off.
Yeah, your whole bag.
Yes, everything. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. So I get up and I storm out of the house, go to my car. Now he doesn't even walk me to my car.
His dick is hard. He couldn't stand down.
And so I sent a message when I made it home. I said, look, I made it home, and thanks for a wonderful evening. You're a great bowler. He's like, but you saw me standing there trying to stop you from walking to your car, and you drove right past me. Well, I didn't see him because I was pissed. And he was like, so can we do this again? I promise you don't have to come in again. No, we can't do it again. You ruined that one moment with your aggressiveness.
Doesn't know how to respect people's boundaries.
One no is plenty.
And I always like, if a dude has to like beg you to do some shit, like, oh, please just come up. Like at that point, it's like, nah. Like this, nothing good can come.
Right,
like nothing good can come of that.
I get it, but I'm still one of those optimistic people.
Nah.
I try to give them the benefit of the doubt.
No, you need to be a cynical person. Think the worst of everybody. Make them prove you wrong. Okay. At least when it comes.
I think in those situations, both parties need to communicate clearly.
Yeah.
And that's where things start to get a little.
So how was I not clear?
No, exactly. You were very clear.
That's not what I
He
wanted.
thought
I
that
didn't come here for that. This is not what I want.
But I think once you let him get past that first no.
Well, I think that, maybe he saw that he was like, okay, you said no to coming in, and then he kind of talked you into that. He thought that maybe he could keep pushing.
Yeah, you kept letting him get baby steps until you were in it, basically.
So 2 days later, he posted a video online. Facebook friends after that. And he had guests over, and there was an Asian woman in the house, and she cooked tacos.
What?
And his friend said, man, your wife makes the best tacos. He's talking about, yeah, that's why I married her. And this is the same apartment that I went to. So I'm like, what? But there was no evidence of a woman living there. So I was like, okay. And again, he didn't even know I was coming over because I offered to take him home.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that it was planned.
Obviously, he wasn't in town.
This has got to be the weirdest city in the world to date in. It's got to be. Hands down. Weirder than Dallas. You got any? You got Chicago background, right?
No,
that's right.
No. I'm gonna say Dallas was easier. For me, it's more straightforward.
Now, girl chicks in Dallas, I get love in Dallas. Houston women are the best, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Houston, like that was the best. Texas was the best date scene for me.
Okay.
When I lived in Cali,
you would clean up in Austin, man.
I want to go to Austin. Yeah, I go to Austin.
You should. And a great comedy town too.
That's right. I got a couple buddies living out there.
Dating in California was hard. So living in California, that was the hardest.
Yeah.
And then LA, of course, yeah. So of course, Vegas has been.
Yeah. West Coast dating. Gotta move back to the South to find love, y'all.
Oh well, back where I'm from, everyone's on their third marriage.
Yeah.
Third marriage, 4 kids.
Most of my friends that got married, not most, but I would say about half are divorced, at least half, or divorced, or have been divorced, at least once. That's what happens when you marry your high school sweetheart.
You know what?
That wasn't your high school. That was just you liked her in high school. That's it.
Our brains aren't done developing
and
until
then
we're
you turn
25.
22 and like, why am I with this person?
Is that any one of those high school marriages? Like they still making it?
Hold on, Donnie just hit me up like, oh my God, I fell asleep.
I'm gonna have to go through my Facebook feed and see.
You hear me?
Donnie just hit you up?
Oh my God, I fell asleep. Are you guys still on air? No, we're done.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
I'm ready to call it a night.
Right, that's good too.
Sorry, Donnie.
I'm starving. I've actually.
So what do you eat at this hour? With it being so late, so I know what
good
to
question. I have not gone to the grocery store, so I'm probably hit a gaming bar or something on the way home.
So when you're at a gaming bar, do you get like just natural wings and potato fries?
No, I try to get something on the healthier side. My
You'll
diet's
get a salad.
lately. Yeah.
You'll get a salad at a bar?
Well, I'll get like a nice piece of meat and vegetables.
Yeah.
Like some carbohydrate with it too.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
baked potato or something.
Nothing too fried, nothing too like cheesy.
I'm not saying my diet's perfect. I don't have dairy and I don't have gluten. So those are the two things that I operate within. I was vegan for 2 years, but I've incorporated meat back in.
I feel like I'm gonna have to go vegan at some point. I'm gonna wait till I'm 40. I'm gonna give it a try.
I'm going to say this. I mean, when I don't do grocery shopping, I'm forced to just eat what's here because I refuse to eat out.
That's good. Good for you.
Yeah. So I'll make things that are natural, like a baked potato,
There you go.
or just an egg sandwich, or just I did a vegetable. I started on TikTok a vegetable bowl, and it's just the vegetables in your refrigerator with your favorite dressing. So it's not even lettuce. It's just the vegetables. Like I had carrots and celery and onions and tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
And I just ate that. And when I say with the dressing itself, made it pleasant. And
sure.
and I did it 2 days in a row without even thinking.
Nice.
But I love me a steak or a nice piece of chicken. So
and that ain't necessarily bad for you. It depends on just how do you cook it. Like you want to smother some shit, that ain't good for you. You know,
I bake some chicken and I do it in a nice broth.
Yeah, it's probably okay.
It's probably okay, but again, it's not.
Unless you just piling cheese on it.
I love cheese.
I like it too, but again, it's like a balance. Like if you're gonna do that, you know, if you're gonna do some chicken parmesan that's got fried shit and cheese in it, maybe do some broccoli. Maybe don't go potatoes, because that's just extra shit just building up. I don't know. I'm figuring some shit out. Or trying to, at least. I want to start like me and my brother, we cook like for dinner. I need to start cooking more for lunch, because I'll just like grab some shit for lunch that might not be the best.
For sure.
Because I get lazy around lunchtime. I just like, all right, I need something quick.
You know what? I always find it hard to just cook for myself. If I know I've got anyone else to cook for, then I'm excited.
You have roommates, right?
No. I
portion control.
Live by yourself?
Live by myself. Last year I have, and it's been a good move.
It's hard to go back. Like luckily I'm with my brother. Like that's easy transition. But yeah,
because it's still, excuse me, it's still like you're both by yourself, because y'all only connect or conversate when you're passing or in the living room or kitchen. Yeah, when you're in your room and he's in his room, y'all don't.
I mean, like, so during the day,
I've spent the night with him, and you didn't even know I was there. So
I mean, hey, look at that. But no, like you during the day, like he's usually at his desk working, like at the table. Like I'll try to get my routine in the morning, like go out, work out, hit the coffee shop, read, and then I'll come back and eat lunch. Like I'll take a nap, watch TV, and then like it'll be like 4 o'clock, and it's like, oh, what's up?
No, are you a coffee drinker?
I love coffee.
Okay, so now I just received a $40 coffee card from one of my residents to Dutch Bros.
See, I don't go to Dutch Brothers. Is only a drive-through, right?
Only a drive-through or a walk-up.
Okay, so I got to go in and like sit down and like read or write and like drink the coffee and like do that.
Well, Dutch.
I don't like coffee enough to just like gotta get my coffee to go and like just like it's kind of more of an experience for me. Like the whole coffee in the shop, getting my shit set up. All right, now let's focus on this. That's kind of my relationship with coffee.
Dutch Bros is like a third of Starbucks, so that's why it's kind of a draw there. But yeah, it's on the go coffee for sure.
So what do you recommend?
Brew tea coffee. It's up in Henderson. Like I tasted that shit. I took a sip. I was like, these are some good fucking beans. I ain't never said that before in my life about regular beans.
So this is before you added any preservatives and additives to
I only drink black coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't do like that.
You only drink black coffee too?
Black coffee, but I really like nitro cold brew, the one that has like the frothy head like a Guinness. So good, smooth. It's like almost frozen the way it comes out. Yeah. Oh shit, that's all I had to say. But try the nitro at
I feel like I'm not drinking coffee if it's not black. Like I need just black ass coffee. Like just give me that shit.
Well, me being so feminine, I need the coffee to be feminine up.
Okay, I feel you.
But one time I did do jail. I was incarcerated for 36 hours. They offered me some coffee, and it was black with no sugar. No, and I was like, I would never ever drink coffee again.
But
This
it's also
way. But
shit quality beans, prison beans.
yeah. So now it's got to have some type of sugar or some type of flavored
brew
creamer.
Tea.
Yeah.
Brew tea.
I know we're past that
Best
pumpkin
coffee I've
season,
ever
but
had.
you can take that
I
nitro
hate
cold brew.
pumpkin.
Oh,
But I'm black.
we could put that pumpkin cream in
We
there.
use sweet
I know. I just
potato.
hit you with some white people.
We
Yeah.
use sweet potato cream. You can get some of that.
They don't have sweet potato cream
No,
though.
then see, coffee's not marketed to black people.
Right, it's not. It's not.
Oh, but that pumpkin cream and the
See
nitro
how
cold
I
brew.
think coffee's racing. If black people drink too much coffee, we'll get energy, you'll be too productive and take over. Boom. See? That's why they only do
your
pumpkin
eyes.
spice.
Your eyes.
That's why they only do pumpkin
Well, why
spice.
your eyes like that?
I'm making a point. My brother.
Guys, thank you guys for coming out. I had an
Thank
amazing
y'all.
Holy
time.
shit, this was
We
fun.
Yeah, 2 hours
A
and
long ass motherfucker.
26 minutes. Normally it's an hour show.
Yeah,
But only when
fast
it's
though.
only when it's fun, it extends.
We covered some ground. You remember when we called Billy?
Right.
we
Got
probably
me
called
called
Billy.
I
So
wish you would like.
I'm coming out tomorrow, so
Oh, no shit.
coming to
Hey,
support.
you know what? Here's another thing. If anyone needs promo shots, Tina from the Dirty at 12:30, the
Gabe's
amazing
wife.
photographer, Gabe's wife,
Yeah.
she's going to be doing
I know that was
promos.
his wife.
Yeah.
So she does headshots and stuff.
So
She
she's
does
going
all
to be
the
doing
pictures there.
headshots from 6 till 9 before my show. And I think we're going to do this on a regular basis until
Oh, so she'll be there. Doing
she will be there. So you have to contact her on Facebook. She's Quick Style Photos
Mhm.
there. And you can book a session and get promo shots for a really affordable price. I believe she's doing $30 for a 15-minute slot before my show. But just quick style photography.
Well, I need to get more headshots anyway.
So, and she is the
Because I got
best
beard
in
and
the
all
business.
that.
You know how good
Oh, yeah.
all those
I think
photos
it's
come from.
quick style headshots.
Quick style.
Photography.
Here, let me look it up. I've got that flyer if you guys want to share that too. But here's the flyer for Tina
Is
doing
this it?
her thing. That could. So it says Quick Style Photography on Facebook. Yep. Schedule your slot.
What's the
6 to
909 number?
There may be multiple ones. So here, I'll actually go to Facebook Messenger.
But there's 78 people that's following this one, so this could be her. Oh, 477 people that I know follow her. Oh, this is it.
Quick Style Photo. Tina.
That's her.
Yeah.
Same one.
Oh, perfect. Yep. That's the flyer. Cool. So comics get the first crack at it. Then really just any business professional.
Okay.
And she's the best in business. But yeah, I wanted to throw one more plug in there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Tuesday night's like a hopping night for comedy. There's a lot going on.
Tuesday is a good night. Shout out to Vegas Comedy.
Dude, we you know what? Big things are coming. Trying to get a Thursday show cracking. So
Really?
Where?
on your radars.
Same place?
No, it'd be kind of downtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that Laugh Lounge has.
Oh yeah, they're doing Wise Guys.
Wise
night.
Guys,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that. I think Trix is. Did Trix just do that one?
I don't know who did it. They hit me up last night, so I don't know if they want me to perform a host. But
Okay.
I didn't hit them back.
Why not?
Wise Guys is a fun venue.
I love Wise Guys.
Are we still on? Are we done?
I love.
It's a good stage.
I love a nice comedy club.
It has that whole club feel.
No,
so
as a comedian, when someone says
it's
where you're
club. It's a
performing
real
and
club.
it's a bar, do you pause like, oh, it's not a comedy club? I always do that because
what if they say they have a show and it's an open mic?
yeah, no. Let's say when someone says, "Where's your next show?" and you say, "Oh," and it's not a comedy club itself, but it's
Okay.
at a bar or venue that's other than a comedy club, and you say, "Oh no, it's over at the Stagecoach Lounge on Gus Thomas," and so then at this point, do they take your comedy serious because it's not a comedy club?
Well, I would say if you invite them to an open mic somewhere, then like, yeah, I wouldn't take that seriously. But if it's any sort of book show where it's a high quality of comedy, yeah, I think we're doing the damn thing.
A show.
Yeah, a show. Yeah,
Actual show.
As long as there's been some vetting process
Yeah.
behind whoever gets on that stage.
Most important.
Well, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I was worried that I wasn't gonna know what to say or do, and you guys just
Oh,
make
no.
it super fun and easy.
Thank you. Thank you.
We try to ease it in for you, for our guests, you know.
Before we leave, we'd like to take a
Take a picture.
photo.
What's this?
The trash can over here.
Oh, perfect. Got it all right here. And I'm absolutely taking my fake $100 bill. I was like, I don't
You
know.
can't say
I wanted to
fake.
start
Don't
questioning.
ever
I wanted to start
Is
like
it tangible? Are
this
you
doesn't-
touching it?
valid point.
But it looks good on camera. But you're like, okay, that's really $100.
That's how we trick
The
people
texture's
into
a little
coming.
off.
Yeah.
That's how we trick people into coming. We cut out all that other part. We would tell you it's not legal.
Were we taking this photo?
Up in by the pool table in there.
Maybe swing by our afterwards.
Yeah, it's generally wise guys on it, and then we take our scrap.
Oh, you go to the sky after.
Yeah, you can check out the thing. Usually later. Take it there.